Hello everyone, today we are going to check something interesting because as you can see this is a plastic kit which is not sold yet, and nevertheless it was given out on the Spielwarenmesse Nuremberg toy fair. It is Eduard 1/72 scale Fokker D.VII. This is a completely new tooled kit which should be released in April. And on the exhibition, manufacturer was giving out some, let's say, preliminary sprues, which are not final yet, but it will be approximately the same kit that you will get once kit will be available online. And now we have a chance to check it closer, because frankly speaking, I was surprised that there are no, let's say, detailed looks at the sprues, even though almost 100 people received them, and still we don't get anything about this kit. So as you can see, there is no final packaging. It arrived to me in bubble wrap. And once again, I remind you that this is not a final form of the kit. So there might be some minor changes, but overall, spruce layout, I would say, and also parts design will stay the same. So the possible tweaks will be minor. And now we are going to check it closer. So just give me a second to open this sticky tape. And we will take a closer look inside. Okay, so first of all, there are 4 plastic frames, but to me they arrived, as you can see, interconnected between each other. No worries, because I think they will be separated, or maybe not, because Eduard also has have white box, which is also thin, and I think this might be the format which will be used for this plastic. So let's start with first pair of the frames, and then we'll move to another one. First of all, here you can see that we have fuselage halves and also wing parts. So let's focus the camera, and now you should be able to see it. I will try to increase ISO so that you can see better this plastic frame. Now it should be way better. Okay, so as I said, wings are molded as one-piece parts, as you can see here. We also have 2 types of the fuselage halves. I guess those will be used for different versions of the aircraft. The same can be said about those 4 types of the propeller, and here we have more of those. And of course, flaps, actually ailerons are pre-molded. Here we have parts for the landing gear. Tail segment is also molded separately, and now I will bring closer this sprue so that you can see these fuselage parts closer. So here they are. So as you can see, even on the test, I would say, molding, we have already great molding quality, quite thin attachment points. Here you can see wing part, it also looks good. Here you can see another one. And here we have another pair of fuselage halves. Those are really great. Then inside we have some, let's say, quite moderate cockpit detailing, but it will be upgraded with separately molded parts. Note that we have guiding elements inside, which should come handy in such small size. Here you can see comparison with my finger. This should be a really small model, because it's a 1/72 scale World War I airplane. So don't be surprised by the dimensions of this aircraft. Note that here, for example, and also on this wing, we have attachment points on the leading edges. So you have to be careful while separating them, even though they're molded as one-piece parts. Here we have another cockpit half, actually fuselage half, and again the same design. So it means that we have guiding pins inside. We have also moderate detailing in the cockpit, which will be improved later. Here you can see separately molded tail, fin and rudder, which is placed on one attachment point, and that's really nice. We also have here the guiding tab, so that you have the right placement. Then let's flip it over, because here we have the propellers. As you can see, these are molded as one-piece parts, and attachment points are placed in the middle section, which is really good because they're not attached via blades as in some other kits. So it means less headache when you try to separate those. And here I would like to show the landing gear parts. As you can see, we have small amount of flesh, but again I remind you that those are not final, let's say, sprues version, so that's why we have this level of quality, I would say. I can say that in final release it will be completely resolved and you will get clean parts. Here I'm showing that this sprue with those fuselage halves will be used for the mid version of the Fokker. And then on the other sprue we can also see that this one will be used for the late version of the Fokker. So as I said, there will be several versions replicated gradually during this year, and as far as I remember, late will be coming out first. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but even if mid will be first, this is quite detailed small scale model. Here we have another set of parts. Again, I guess they're separated, I mean, because we have huge choice of landing gear views, for example, so I can guess that they're separated by the versions. And let's bring them closer, because otherwise you won't be able to see a lot on the video. So here you can see first parts. These are machine guns. Here we have some cockpit parts. And the side note can be that on Spielwarenmesse people got the kit together with simple assembly manual. Mine kit is just a sprue set, let's say. So I'm not sure which part goes where. So it will be mainly guesswork, but we will do a more detailed review once we get the production version of this kit. But molding quality on these small parts is surprisingly good. So it's cool to see that Eduard employs all modern technologies up to the maximum. So here you can see, for example, landing gear wheels. Obviously they're molded as one-piece parts, as you can see here. So it will make assembly process easier, but painting will be a bit tricky because you have to paint these tires with thin brush or maybe do some masks. Here you can see the exhausts for the engine, and here are engine hubs. So out of the box engine will be replicated with this, I would say, quite nice sub-assembly. But I can guess that there will be also resin replacement from brassine range in order to get a better detailing for those who would like to see it even in such small size. Then here we can see the thin parts for the landing gear. And with this, I would rather advise to be careful, because as you can see, for example, these three rods are pre-molded as a complex, I would say, element, so you won't be able to separate them, but that's really good because you get the right alignment out of the box and you won't have to waste your time trying to get them together. The only thing you will have to do is carefully separate them, because otherwise you might end up with broken parts. These, as far as I can guess, are the top parts for the fuselage section. So as you can see, we have several versions. Here we have the cockpit floor. We also have some external and internal parts. Again, we have another version of the engine here. As you can see, it is designed in the same way as the previous option. And again, we have some guiding elements inside. As you can see, this lower section is pre-molded as a single piece. And also we have small position pin on the top, which will help you with proper alignment as well. Then here we have the wing struts. These are quite interesting because they are placed on 4 attachment points. So be careful while separating them, because these Z parts can be easy to break. Then here we have machine guns. For machine guns, I can say that for sure there will be some resin replacement from brassine range, because Eduard won't miss such opportunity. Here you can see the pilot seat. Let's flip it over. So pilot seat is pre-molded as a one-piece part, and note that even cushion is pre-molded, so you won't be placing it as a separate part. Some modelers will be happy to see such parts division, some modelers won't be really happy about this, but I think it's okay for out-of-the-box build. Then here is the most interesting point, is those thin parts. As you can see, you have to be careful with them as well, because they're really complex in shape, and it will be easy to break them with some uncareful movement. And here you can see some other last parts which will be used for engine detailing. Again, really great molding quality, especially if you consider that this is a pre-production sample. It makes it even more attractive, I would say. So in total, as far as I can guess, there should be 4 plastic sprues. As you can see with these parts, I would rather be careful, because, for example, if I place this sprue on the top, they're already under the pressure and they might be broken off in commercial release, but we will see how it will be with packaging when this kit will come out. Otherwise, it's a really great small scale kit for those who love to build small scale aircraft, and doesn't matter which period, even World War I should look great, especially if you consider the size of the finished model. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such kit. Are you, let's say, expecting this kit and getting ready to build it once it will be assembled, actually released? So write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also support us financially by pressing the donate button on our website. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye.